On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and 3. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Dolphins at 500 at 6 and 6. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You talk about this Jets defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Hey, turbo 2, turbo 2, turbo 2. 20, TX. Whoa. 21G, 21G.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd down and 4. Now Rodgers. Caught. It's Wilson. On a gain of 3 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier in the season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami.
Hey, 88, 88, 88. Hey, take 26.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
26. Inside. Over, 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 over.
And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
3rd down and 1. Here's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Breece Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Go ahead.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, Can't afford any more missteps, though.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Straight ahead is Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Rodgers wants to change the look.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal...
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
26.
Rodgers now to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And quickly they get to the line. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Again, it's Achane. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
20, TX.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 2nd down, Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Couple of Alabama guys there, Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5. Tua gonna throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz. 31 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't.
Leaked down, began his route. Someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Over here.
Give to Hall running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A third quarter now to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block him. Get 300. Yeah, this.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now he's flushed out right. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff timeout. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. I credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down back to the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jalen Phillips coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey, pick 26. Next one. 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Go ahead.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hey, 21 to you. Let's go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Out route to Hill, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run for it with Achane.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill.
Complete to number 10, Tyreek Hill. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 57 yards. And the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point up and good by by Sanders, and the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Here's 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300. Yeah, this. Box it, box it, box it. Go to 50.
Now it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 39. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
30. Hey, 88. Hey, 626. Next one. 26.
Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Here we go, 1st and goal. The give now to Abana Campbell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down, goal to go. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Abanikanda. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,